Hey everybody, Sylvius here, back. Haven't done Exile 3 in a while. Uh, Going by my tentative schedule. Oh god, I have like no idea what it was that I was doing last. If I remember correctly, actually the last thing was that I like crashed the game or something. Maybe? Whatever. Anyway. According to my tentative schedule, Exile should be put up, I think, twice a week. So it won't be too much, but I think twice a week is good. Right, I remember what my problem was now. I did crash the game last time I played. Alright, so this again is that dude who, in my last video, he sells the, I think he's a pawnbroker is his actual position. And if I remember correctly, it was Shift W. Yeah, Shift W resets the items he has. Technically, I suppose that's like a cheat. Technically. But I, like, don't care. I mean, I could just run around in the wilderness and waste a whole bunch of my food. But that's also a hassle. Yeah, so it's Shift W to debug, it says down there. Debug, refresh jobs and shops. There's also shopkeepers that'll be like, go kill a rare monster or go deliver this thing to a place, and you get like paid. It's a good way to actually make money. You just want to be careful when you're picking those up that they're not sending you to places you can't get to yet. Anyway, though, that Shift W will also reset them. And you have to be out of his inventory for the Shift W to work. Wand of Keranos, I believe, Keranos, I believe is a charm wand. Shift W. I was kind of hoping I can get my hands on something good here. Shield of Klin. What does that one do? Cast Bless on my people. Don't want that. Arrows of Light deal extra damage against demons. Arrows of Light are actually good to have if you think you're going to be fighting demons at any point, just for the record. Martyr Shield does... Yeah, cast Martyr Shield. I think Martyr Shield is on a spell that like makes it so that when an enemy hits you, it also hurts them back. There we go. Onyx Charm provides magic resistance. That's actually something that's not bad to have. Yeah, Rune Shield just has high defense. I sneezed. I think while the Onyx Charm was something I was considering buying, I'm going to actually try to get things that are more overtly helpful for me at this point. Now, Nimble Gloves give a bonus towards lockpicking and disarming traps, so I think I might actually get those for Kitty. Congrats, Kitty. You've got an item. Edge of Chainmail, Iron Wave Blade, Wand of Death. That just casts death. Now, Mithril Chainmail. That's the good thing here. Let's take a look here at this bronze plate, if we will. Has Encumbrance 4. Now, if we go over here and we click on this, and I think there's a way for me to... Maybe? I thought there was a way for me to see what defense says. If you're too encumbered, I guess there isn't a way for me to do it. Huh, interesting. If you're too encumbered, you lose your action points, and it can interfere with spellcasting. So, generally speaking, you do not want to put, like, on your real people here, or your mages, too heavy of stuff, because it'll interfere. Mithril, however, I'm pretty sure has no encumbrance? Yeah, none. And a solid 9 defense, so... It is one of the best things you can kind of buy for your mages. Oh, he's wearing a shirt. There we go. Is the Pope not wearing a shirt? Congrats, the Pope. Because apparently the Pope was walking around in a pair of boots with gloves on and a helmet, and then just nude otherwise. Which is even funnier because the Pope is is the mage who's a human. Jack and Gandalf are lizards and cat folk, respectively. Alright. What do we got here? Nothing terribly good on the weapons, but 2 rings of warmth. Rings of Warmth provides resistance to cold. Cold kind of hits you slightly less often. Most cold attacks are either the walls that you walk through, if you remember that ice pudding. Or cold comes in the form of ice bolts, which hit single enemies. So it's kind of like a meh back and forth thing there. Whereas like fireballs will hit multiple people, and that's why I'm going to pick up this Ring of Fire Resistance. And I'm going to put it on... Dice roll, please! I rolled a 6. Gandalf, enjoy your Ring of Fire Resistance. Also, Gandalf, enjoy your Magic Halberd. And Jack, enjoy your Magic Rings. Alright, that's basically all of my money at this point. I might be able to get like 1 or 2 more items out of this guy. I'm going to be annoyed, though, if I find something that I really, really, really want and then can't afford. Alright. Steel Waveblade would be cool, but I'm going to save up for Magic Waveblades. Exploding Arrows are pretty sick, but I have higher priorities right now. Nimble Gloves, another Magic Halberd. Being able to get Lizzie another Magic Halberd would be really nice, but I can't afford it. Fang Necklace, blesses occasionally. That's not really something I need. Helm of Speed. We're probably going to buy the Helm of Speed. Maybe we won't buy the Helm of Speed. Hard to say. Helm of Speed just randomly sometimes gives a, like a bless effect. Still, though, I have more, I think... I can't remember if there's a helmet that I'd rather have, so I didn't buy that just yet. Another Ring of Fire Resistance. And another Mithril armor. Alright, we're gonna buy the other Mithril. All of a sudden, my mages are just way better than everybody else. Alright, Jack, I guess you're getting it? No, Jack already has it. Zapope, I guess you're getting it. And who gets that Ring of Fire Resistance? Alright, I rolled Gandalf again, and he already has a Ring of Fire Resistance, so let's roll again. Alright, I rolled Gandalf again. Alright, let's use a different die. Alright. Lizzie, enjoy your Ring of Fire Resistance. And now I have no money. Alright. Now we get to equip all the fancy stuff I just purchased. Woo, fancy stuff! Take off the shirt. We're trying to throw the shirt on the floor. Literally threw it on the floor. Alright. So everybody got something out of that except Sylvius. Nobody loves Sylvius. One fact right here. Auxiliary storage. Warning, items are magically protected. This dusty room is filled with crates filled and shelves laden with piles upon piles of old stuff. Some is junk, some very useful looking. It will take quite a while to sort through it. None of it is yours. Boots. Yeah, okay, so there's a whole bunch of stuff here. I don't know if there's anything in the crates. There's a book in the crate. Skull in the crate. Darts in the crate. Boots in the crate. Garbage in the crate. Orb in the crate. Shield in the crate. Lamp in the crate. Scroll in the crate. Alright. There is... Let me save, and I can show it off here. Alright, the dude can't see me. I can't see the dude. You can tell that by the fact you can't see the items anymore. You just made this town angry at you by stealing something or damaging blah 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 blah. Watch this. There's a monster in the room. It is a black shade. I think it's somewhere around here. Let's see if I can scry it. Okay. It's in the wall right there. Let's try scrying it again. Black Shade, level 12, health 50, magic points 85, armor 6, skill 9, speed 4, magic 3, priest 5, immune to cold, immune to poison, is invisible. It was hidden inside of the wall. So yeah, we're gonna reload now. So yeah, just because you can't see people doesn't mean that there's no people there. Also, can I sell stuff to this man? I didn't check that at any point. Okay, he does sell. Good to know. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Keep all that. Sell that. Sell that. And sell that. You know, it's funny. That may have accrued me enough money to buy another item. So let's do it. Crystal Shield. Protection from stoning. There are, like... I don't think there's actually Medusas, but there are Medusa-like enemies that can look at you and just turn you to stone. Crystal Shield comes in pretty useful in those situations. Another Mithril Armor. I kind of want to get something for somebody who isn't one of my mages, and Ruby Helm shoots fireballs, if I remember correctly. And I did. Magic Greatsword that I can't afford, so out of the question. Cursed Knife. Silver Ink. What's that one do? Protection from undead. That's not super great. Wand of Rats. Summons rats. Blue Gauntlets. Cursed. When you wear them, you can't take them off. You have to pay somebody to fix that for you. I think it can be kind of costly. I can't afford the Archer's Bow. Hold on, because the Archer's Bow is actually really good. And a magic flail, too. Ah, man, look at that. Like, great things all around. The Archer's Bow provides the same damage potential as a magic bow, but it also acts as a shield and gives you 5 defense, just for the record. The Archer's Bow is, like, really solid. And that magic flail is a really nice thing to have also. Alright, how much will I get for selling my, my kit? Alright, what do I sell? Shoot. Shoot. Shoot! I'm so close! Alright, he doesn't need pants. Forget the pants. Forget the darts. You don't need a shirt either. Alright, and now I have exactly $0 in my name. That's awesome. Alright. That was good. We're done in this town. Let's save just so that I can't decide that this was a bad idea. Alright. Now it's kind of, now that I'm, like, got some better equipment, I have a little bit more leeway with what I can do here. Can I get through there somehow? Nah, not a hidden spot there. If I remember correctly... I do not want to go up where all those super undead were, that's for sure. And you know what? I think I'm going into, like, a pretty dangerous spot right here, so let's not go this way. I kind of need to fight some enemies so I can get a baseline for my strength now that I have better equipment. Alright, this should be sufficient, I believe. This is... You stand at the southern end of a long valley. Looking up, you see growing among the rocks many varieties of beautiful flowers. Their pollen wafts down to you on the wind, enticing you to climb and experience them. Encounter. You are not alone in admiring the flowers. A bunch of gremlins live in this valley, and they aren't at all inclined to share. Gremlins are a good enemy to fight, because they don't have any magic. They're purely melee enemies. Let's see if I can actually hit one of them. Oh yeah, 3 damage. So yeah, they're purely melee enemies. No magic, nothing else. You rarely encounter gremlins with anything else. They do only have 15 HP. On the downside, though, they have that food stealing ability, which sucks. And they can attack twice because they're relatively fast. Sylvia's leveled up. Good for Sylvia's. My food! More of my food! Jack now can cast fireballs, which is amazing for Jack, let me tell you. Okay, you killed a decent amount of them. Right. So my gold reserves just went from 0 to 61. Hurrah. Alright, we'll save here. There are beautiful, breathtaking flowers growing all along this valley, exploding in intricate rainbow patterns of colors. Their scent fills the air. After years in the dark dullness of exile, the sights and smell almost overcome you with emotions. You encounter another bunch of green-thumbed, figuratively and literally, gremlins. Arrow. Defense, defense, stand. Great balls of fire! I'm not gonna really be able to hit a whole bunch of them here. Whatever. Settle for that. A little bit easier to fireball the living crap out of them when they're clustered together. Alright, let's see here. Smite. I can only target one person with Smite. That sucks. Smite deals, on average, less damage than Wound, but if you're better at life, it can target multiple enemies, which makes it pretty valuable. Really? That only killed one person? My food! Well, at least they're all dead. 61 gold to 115. Alright. Maybe I should rest here and get my people. There we go. The flowers growing here are even more beautiful than the ones to the southeast. However, none of them are quite perfect enough to take with. You reach the village of the gremlins, surrounded by neatly tended rows of every flower you've seen in the valley. Irrational, irritable creatures they are, they decide to water the flowers with your blood. Hurrah! Alright. Defensive stance. Let's see if I can't get one of them, whittle them down with some arrows. That was not really the amount of whittling down that I wanted to see there. Oh, 9's not bad. Alright, we'll fireball them. I'm trying to thin them out before they take, you know, all of my food supplies. Oh, there's kind of a decent amount of them here. Gandalf should probably add his fireballs to the mix. Let's see. I can only hit 3 of them with a single fireball, no matter where I do it. Let's thin out these guys then. Ooh, nice thinning. Darn. Ah! So at least Kitty leveled up. Beautiful, look at that, right there. Right there, hitting 7 of them. Oh man, even better. I mean, that part's up. My food reserves definitely did not handle this situation well. And all I got out of it was a stone short sword. You reach the far end of the valley, passing more and more beautiful flora as you go. Finally, at the very top, you find a patch of flowers that makes all the rest look plain in comparison. In the middle grows a very small rose bush. In its center grows a single rose, a perfect specimen of the species, flawless in petal and rich in smell. If you wish, you could pick the flower and take it with you. You pick a single flower, taking a bit of dirt with it so that it doesn't die. You pause to admire it. It's absolute perfection in plant form. The curve of its petal elegant, and the smell seemingly endless. You carefully pack it away. Man, I got the super flower. That is, in case you haven't guessed, part of the quest. Sort of. Monsters nearby, really? Monsters nearby. Ogres. I don't think I've scryed ogres, so let's do that. This is actually, now that I think about it, is my first encounter with ogres, just in general. So they deal 3d6s, 35 HP. They're not bad. They're not bad. Okay, that's kind of a lot of them, though. And I'm out of arrows. Crap on a stick. Let's stick to the wounds now, since the smites... Ugh, I don't have line of sight to that one. So. Wrong spell. That's scry. I want fireball. Great balls of fire. I believe ogres are qualified as giants, because there is a weapon that deals extra damage to giants. In case you were wondering, which is why I said that. Alright, I think this will be the last fireball. I don't want my mages to kill, like, everything and gather all the experience. Although then one of my mages is the first person killing it, which is kind of funny. This fight is not going exactly the way I want it to. This is a good like learning experience right now though, because like I wasn't really sure how well I would handle certain types of enemies. You know, I kind of need like after I got my equipment, I need like a baseline to be like, here's what I'm capable of, and I'm now going to answer that question. Let's see, I can hit 4 there, I can hit 4 up here. Let's hit those 4. Crap. Now, to be fair, ogres are pretty, like, intense melee enemies for low levels, but I'm not doing nearly as good as I would like to be doing here. You know, another mistake that I've made here, now that I think about it, is, I also purchased the best weapons for my mages. My other people are still not sitting on great equipment. So my mages, who are already, like, the strongest, were just made more so. Alright. I'm thinking I really probably don't have the power that I wish I have to explore here, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because I make poor decisions. Whoops. Someone dug out a crude mine here. The roof isn't held up by anything, and it looks like it's been dug out not with picks and shovels, but with huge claws. Okay. So. You poke around the mine and find no guards. You also find that the mine still has plenty of nice gold ore left. Take a while to dig some out. Alright, I got some gold. Good enough. I can go back into that, right? Alright, let's save here. Dig some gold out. Oh yeah, I got 100. Dig some gold out, get another 100. Dig some gold out, get another 100. Dig some gold out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You've played the vein out. You emerge from the mine, happily lugging along your sacks of gold ore. When you get outside, however, you find the owners of the mine waiting for you. Having let you do their mining for them, they proceed to mug you. Alright, Goblin Warriors and Ursagai. Ursa, you'll note, is, I guess, like Latin, maybe, for, like, bear. So, these are, like, super bears. And they don't really look a lot like bears. Let's scry one, though, so that we can see exactly the situation that I've got myself into. Oh, yeah, I might be dead, by the way. This is... Yeah. 3d10s, and then deals 2d8s and 2d8s, which would... That's basically, like, a bite and then 2 claws. Plus 80 HP. Plus, there's a whole lot of them. I don't think I have enough fireballs for this to be okay. By the way, for monsters that take up 2 spaces like these guys, if you hit both of their spaces, it doesn't deal like any kind of extra damage or anything like that. So ideally, you would not want to hit like both their front and back half. Oh man, I'm so not surviving this, by the way. It's not happening. I don't have enough fireballs. And the Ursagi are going to just chew me apart. And there's way too many of them. Great. Maybe I can somehow make like a nice defensive like screening line. Okay, I was gonna say, maybe I can make a nice defensive screening line of Goblin Warriors and keep the Ursagai away from me, but that looks like it's not gonna work.
On who?
I think I gotta heal Sylvius, otherwise he's gonna die. Worth mentioning is, like, I mentioned in a previous video where you can't get killed as long as you have more than 0 HP. So, like, it doesn't matter if the enemy can hit me for 1,000 damage. As long as I have 1 HP, I'll survive. That's what particularly makes enemies that can hit multiple times in a row so incredibly dangerous. Ugh. Oh man, this is like... Let's just see how far I can go before I die. You know, it's like a experiment. We'll, you know. Because I'm definitely gonna die. But it's annoying, because, like, look how many times I'm leveling up. And he's out of mana. And the other guy's out of mana, too, so we're out of fireballs. So, I've killed one of the Ursagai and lost Sylvius. And I've got 8 more to go. And I'm out of mana. And Gandalf is looking worse for wear. Very worse for wear. Gandalf's basically dead at this point. I guess we heal Gandalf, because otherwise he's dead. Jack, I don't know. You don't have any mana? Gandalf has no mana. Good job, Gandalf. Or was that Jack? I think it was Gandalf. It's not good, man. It's not good. Gandalf just got eaten by a bear. Down to 4 people. Two of my people are basically dead. Goodbye, Lizzie. Goodbye, Kitty. We got the Pope and Jack, who both don't have the mana to do anything. Oh yeah, they killed another one. Good for them. Jack! How long can the Pope keep himself alive? Not long will be the answer. Well then. Restore. Let's not mine that right now. We'll go with that option. Actually, let's leave this whole valley, because you'll notice this is called the Valley of Saga. Crap. Very much crap. I mean, at least this isn't quite the horde that I encountered last time, but this is still not really good. And one Ursa guy I think I can handle. Yeah, I had to scry him because, you know, I died after the last scrying attempt. Whoops. Also, this lake here is kind of in my way. Alright. Now let's see if I can't get the fireballs into valuable positions. Wow, that was disappointing. Wow, was that disappointing. Holy Bajones' Batman was that disappointing. I have a thing where I don't like to fire more than one fireball into the same location. What did we see? The bears? Bear. How much HP do they have? They have 40? Okay. To be fair, the bears are kind of dangerous in their own way, though. Come on, dude. Suck less, please. Really need to get rid of this bear. Okay. Bear gotten rid of, and who leveled up from that? Gandalf leveled up from that. Alright, where can we get a fireball? Lizzie's been poisoned. Yeah, they seem to be having an issue figuring out how to go around the lake. Wound. All we can do is keep up the fire on them. Firing kept up. Last fireball from Jack. So Pope leveled up. I'm sorry, last... Yeah, alright. Fireball from Gandalf. Man, where are they all going this way? I was kind of hoping we could split their forces, at least, with the lake. It's apparently not how that's going to work, though. Well, that bear was already pretty injured. Lizzie leveled up from that one. Way to go, Sylvius. Way to go. Actually, let's just cast a wound on it. Potentially, like, Sylvius and Gandalf could just die to it at this point. Damn! Damn it! Just reload when that happens. Ah, come on. If it wasn't for that stupid lake, I would have been fine there. Whatever. Let's just leave the valley for now. Ah, that sucked. Yeah, it seems like there's a pretty big power gap with my people right now. Ugh. We need to get some more levels, and I think maybe try to make some more money. Alright, level. I'm still like irritated that I died there. I think I might be kind of reaching like potential danger zone here, so I want to be a little careful where I'm going. I'm kind of at the point where I think if I encounter an Empire troop, they might actually just attack me. Porter's retreat. Let's not go in there for now. Alright. Let's just... I was kind of hoping I could run into some, like, random monsters. My memory of where a lot of dungeons are right now is kind of failing me. Oh, and the slimes won't even fight me anymore. I'm too powered up with the slimes. Alright, let's see here. Well, we're definitely going in the wrong way. Here. The trees in this forest are withered, burned, and missing large chunks. The trail of gray, dead ground tells the cause. The slimes have been moving through here, destroying foliage as they go. Unhindered, they would kill this entire forest. Alright. I could go back into Upper Exile, but I don't want to. Although, I do want to go over here and just the other way. There's little sections of black on my map kill me. It's like my minor case of OCD. It manifests in the stupidest ways possible, but it manifests it does. Alright. Hold on, let's go buy some food here, because I know these guys gave me good deals on food. Alrighty. Now, let's head into Krizan. I don't think I've been in here yet. Yep, this is the first time I've been here. After years in subterranean hovels, the splendor of the huge buildings and streets before you, teeming with life, makes your eyes pop. You enter the city of Kryzen for the first time. After worrying about how you'll be greeted by the Empire's citizens when you actually enter one of their cities, you find your fears were ill-founded. Nobody gives you more than a passing look as they go about their business. However, all is clearly not well. The people are nervous and watch the ground carefully as they walk. As you look closer, you see the city walls have been scorched and melted. A sour smell you cannot identify hangs over the street. It occurs to you that the people may not care about being visited by exiles because they have much more pressing concerns to deal with. We're just going to explore all of this town real quick. This is like, I guess, the barracks. I can steal those things, but those guards would not be happy with me if I did. Alright. Dash that door down. Sylvius, you suck at life. Alright. Kitty? I'm trying to pick the lock. Good job, Kitty. Someone had ambitious plans for this room. New tiles are set on the floor in a beautiful, intricate pattern. That is, however, as far as the construction went. The slimes must have scared them off. You find a small bedroll and cooking pot. It looks like someone is in the habit of sleeping here occasionally, but not here currently. What do we got here? Gardening supplies. Indeed it was. Guard room. Little sleeping area for the guards. Now you can do this sometimes too, which is an interesting aspect of things. Bam! You found a concealed tunnel in and out of Kryzen. Not surprising. What city would be complete without a way for unsavory types to slip in and out? Someone has found a nice secluded niche in the city walls and fashioned a concealed tunnel into it. This area has a stink of illegality about it. Now, just for the record, if I ran into that, I would have accidentally pushed it into the water. We are stealing the crap out of this, by the way. Steal the food. Now, picking somebody's lock is not, like, inherently illegal, just for the record. Just because I want to make sure that nobody sees me. Well, not that there's anything valuable in the dresser. We'll steal the money, though. This game reminds me a lot of the Elder Scrolls games, just in the way I function in it. Like, you know, search every nook and cranny and steal everything that you can. By the way, with, like, the damage potential of guards, if I had been caught in here, I probably would get killed before I could run myself out of the city. Crusty Sailor Inn. A heavyset woman sits perched in the middle of the tavern, commanding everyone's attention. She plays a guitar flawlessly. When she finishes her song, she walks up to speak with you. Her skin is incredibly pale. She's an exile. She bows. I'm Gypsy. Nice to see familiar faces. What brings you to the surface? She turns her guitar as she speaks. Oh, just touring the surface, like you, I suppose. Well, I've already played pretty much everywhere in Exile, so I snuck up here. Tricky, but I did it. Volunteered to help build Fort Emergence. Slipped out onto the surface soon as I got the chance, and never looked back. And I'm not the only one. Pretty immoral of me, but, well, there you go. Only one? I guess is that all she has to say? Oh, there you go. Oh, but I was tired of that place. Too damp, couldn't keep the guitar in tune. Not so bad up here. There's lots of monsters, slimes and such, but we're all used to that. She strums out a short tune on her instrument. It's lovely. Let's see what she has to say about the slimes. The monsters are bad for the people up here, but it's no worse than what we're used to. Just be careful and you should be fine. Alright. Let's see, anybody else? You meet a woman with a sun-weathered face, loose clothes, and sure step. Tattoos ring her arms and wrists. She gives you a cocksure grin as you approach. I'm Dawn. Well, I normally sail the open seas. Now I just wait around here. Kryzen's my home, after all. Not much call for that now. Ships haven't been sailing since the monsters appeared. Interesting thing about that, just when the slime started appearing when I was sailing into Krizin for the last time before the ship stopped going, I saw some weird lights on the coast. The south coast, just west of here, there was a tower and there were some serious weird lights flashing around it. She tugs her earlobe thoughtfully. Maybe it's just me, but that slimes must be caused by a bunch of weird magic. Well, there's weird magic there, she grins. But what do I know? I'm just a sailor, and you're genuine exiles. She laughs. Don't worry, your secret is safe with me. I was pretty close to being sent down there a few times myself. Let's see. I grew up here. There's no way I'm leaving without a fight. Fight? She sighs. That's the problem, though. It's easy to kill one slime. Just takes one stab. Just one stab is all it takes. But they keep coming and coming. And if one gets the drop on you, it'll hit you with a spell or cover you with acid or worse. Let's see what the innkeeper has to say. I'm Kessel. Welcome to my inn. I run the Crusty Sailor Inn. I feel that even in the middle of all the slimes and horror, we should still have a little luxury to get through. We have fine beer for 5 gold, fine wine for 10 gold, and luxury rooms for 15 gold. What would you like? I'll get some fine beer, I suppose. After years of drinking swill like mushroom beer in Exile, this rich dark brew is enough to bring you to tears. You down every drop. Might as well buy the wine while we're at it. The wine is sublime. It takes a while for your tongue to get used to it. But when it does, the stuff is exquisite. Your head spins gently. This game allows me to be an alcoholic. Anything for me to steal in here? No. Anything for me to steal in here? Nope. Sheep! It's a sheep! I'm gonna go talk to that guy. See what he has to say. Vlad, you meet a slightly deranged-looking little man. His rough, dirty clothes and thick boots speak of many months on the road, and he's bent over under the weight of a heavy sack. I'm Vlad, the light salesman. How are you? I'm a light salesman. Takes me places, let me tell you. Oh yeah, seems like I'm always going somewhere. I was up in Gale the other week. What a mess. Gale's a city way up to the northeast. You aren't gonna believe this, but they're being attacked by hordes of monsters. You heard me. Hard to believe, I know, but what are you gonna do? Now, you want to buy a torch? Yeah, he sells lamps and torches at somewhat pricey rates. He did specifically call himself the light salesman. This man looks like a sailor, but is wearing the robes of an apprentice mage. Dirty and torn robes, but robes nonetheless. He stares intently into an orb on the table in front of him. As you approach the table, he looks up from the orb. Welcome, my children, he says in an affected fortune-teller voice. Come forth, so I may speak unto you. Greetings, children. I will forecast your futures for only 2 coins. Also, I can share with you my great magical skills. Let's get our future, I suppose. He takes your gold and waves his hand over the orb. I see many adventures and much fame and treasure. You don't look impressed. Okay, he says, it's lame. I know, but nobody cares about my real talents. He leans, well, I really do know a few spells, and sailing the seas, I learned a lot. Show me one of your items and I could identify it for a reasonable price. Identification isn't as in demand as charms, of course. But it could actually be worth something. Luck charms. I'm pretty sure those don't actually do anything, just for the record. Let's do some identification. Crap. Ask about identification. 10 gold each. Alright, let's see what we got. Iron darts. Not bad. Sylvius has got nothing. Okay, I guess I didn't really pick up anything recently. Huh. Well, at least Kitty got some iron darts. That's worth something. And 15 of them, no less. Apparently there's still people that need to open up doors. A dark-skinned man with a variety of tattoos and earrings is walking around carving a belaying pin and carving a belaying pin and a sharp knife. He looks like he's just swallowed a lemon. I'm Escobedo. He laughs, a harsh, bitter, barking laugh. Nothing, absolutely nothing. I make ships. Who wants them? No demand these days. The slimes are everywhere, and monsters are around the other cities too. Everybody's looking to their own problems, and nobody's going anywhere. Like I know anything about that. Flog. He turns away. Nice man. Prison docks. Anything in these? Nah, I don't think so. It's where they build the ships. Prison shipyard. Prison warehouse district. Trespassers and looters will be punished with death. Alright, let's save before I go in there. Let's save again now that I've proceeded one step successfully. The floor just inside the warehouse door looks suspiciously uneven. There could be a trigger under one of the blocks. Just waiting for some poor sod to step on it. Trap disarmed. Alright, one of the traps you can encounter, by the way, besides just like shooting arrows at you or exploding, is an alarm that makes the town hostile to you. And that would be not good to accidentally trigger in this situation. Sick, sold the food. Save. Onward. Crap. Disarm, fail. Don't worry, I know how to shut the door. One metal bar. Nothing. Nothing. Alright, I mean, it's sort of not even worth my time to try to break into this building, so I'm gonna just try it one more time, and if it doesn't work, I give up. Okay, and it worked that time. Good to know. I'll grab that metal bar then. Wait, where is it? There we go. Oh, and stealing that metal bar wasn't even stealing. It didn't say, like, it doesn't belong to you. Pick lock. Really? Oh, and she broke the pick? Are you kidding me? Again? Save. Great. I broke 2 picks on a room with nothing in it. Really? Really? I don't know what these gauntlets are, but I'm stealing them. Oh wow, lots of them too, actually. Pick lock. And we do not proceed any further down that hallway, because I can't break through that barrier right now. A piercing crystal, if I had one, would allow me to get through it, but I do not. Oh wait, how do I get through here? Ah. Ah! It's trapped! And also contains nothing. Great. I need to get back to the identification guy, actually, to identify all those gloves and the gauntlets. Should, again, never put anything on that you don't know what it does exactly. Ooh, let's talk to this person while we're at it. The woman hefts a large halberd around with her. Both her weapon and her breastplate have tiny spots of dried slime on them. She shifts her halberd to one hand and tips her helmet to you. I'm Captain Maxine. She shrugs her shoulders briskly. Can't talk long. Have work to do. I look after the garrison and the city hall. Plenty to do, what with the slime invasion. Look, every minute I'm talking to you is another minute I'm not hunting those blobs of evil goo. No offense, but you're not worth it. Alright, let's try... Garrison? Where my soldiers are. They're good men, but there are too many slimes and they're everywhere. We do our best. Come on, I think... No, go back. My soldiers? Good men? Nothing? Really? Have work to do? Alright, well, I guess we're not talking to her. Identification. Gloves. Leather gloves. Leather gloves. Leather gloves. Bronze gauntlets. Nothing really great there. Probably lost money on the identification, actually. You know, I wish there was some way for me to get the DOS box thing, which is what I'm using to, like, emulate this game. I wish there was a way for me to get it to, like, fit my screen better. So that I could actually have the map up and not have it cover a whole bunch of my crap. You meet a female mage. She's pacing back and forth, completely involved in her own thoughts. She stares intently at a vial of brightly colored slime in her hand. She looks up at you, but her gaze is absent. Her mind is clearly miles away. I'm Cindy. Hi. Oh, she stares at the vial and thinks for a moment. I'm doing research. Looking for ways to defeat the slime. She uncorks the slime and sniffs it. The danger to us is great. The slimes can enter prison at will. They slide along the holes in our walls. I look for a weapon we can use against them. But the work is slow. She thinks, perhaps you could leave so I can do more work. Alright, whatever. Yo, everybody's rude. I guess I should scry these guys while I have the opportunity. I don't know which ones I haven't scried already. Emerald slime puts you to sleep. Ochre slime puts you on acid. Not the drug. And webs things it hits. Amber slimes. Mayor Arbuckle. You meet a small, fidgety man with the look of a natural-born bureaucrat. He sits in an impressive, polished oak chair, far too large for him. His expression is hard to read. Welcome, travelers, to the City Hall of Prison. I am Mayor Arbuckle. He has a nervous tick around his eye. I was picked by the Emperor to look after this area. It was a nightmare assignment, and the monsters have only made it worse. He surprises you with his bluntness. The continent of Valorum is only recently settled. A post here was a dead end for a career, even as it was. Then the slimes appeared. The only worst job is anything dealing with Exile. Hold on. Monsters? He looks at you candidly. I will be blunt. You're adventurers from Exile. I don't know why you're here. I don't care. We have too much else to worry about. He wipes nervous sweat from his forehead. I have a mission for you with a considerable reward. I don't know who is creating the slimes or why, and we don't know where they come from. Perhaps a small skilled band such as yours could have luck finding them. Find out where the slimes are coming from and remove the source, and you will be rewarded lavishly. Good luck to you. Hold on, I still want to see what he has to say about these other things. It's bad enough that this is the least developed town in the least developed area in the not at all developed continent of Valorum. But then the slimes appeared and started to destroy everything. They can ooze through holes in our walls and attack us at any hour, in any place. I haven't slept a good night's sleep for months, and I'm far from the only one. Slimes? Can I say slimes? No. Job? Hold on. What did I say before? Monsters? No. What did I say to Empire? Dealing with Exile. Don't bother to pretend. I know there are exiles running around. I don't care. We have too many other problems, and I'm not foolish enough to believe Exile would attack us by dropping slimes in the middle of nowhere. There you go. Alright, he's quested me. I have been quested. Job dispatcher. Now this is the lady I came to see. There's an officious-looking woman with a turned-up nose behind the counter. Even as she looks up at you, she continues to nervously shuffle the papers with her hands. Voloda, the papers continue to shuffle. I'm the delivery dispatcher. Even in these awful days, the mail must still go through. When somebody needs something sent somewhere, they come to me, and I find someone to do it for them. If you'd like a mission, let me know. Before you get a mission, however, I have some advice for you. These are paranoid times. You may not want to take a mission to a city until you know you'll be let in. Also, we job dispatchers are unforgiving of failure. Fail to complete one of my jobs on time, and don't be surprised if I don't give you another for a few months. Alright, let's see what this is. We need someone to deliver an incredibly urgent message to Ursulina, who lives in Prison Providence in Farport within 3 days. Time is of the essence. We need someone to deliver rare and pleasant oils to Churden, the innkeeper of Delan in Prison Providence, within 8 days. Alright, those both look good. We'll shift W to get more, because that also resets her stuff. We need someone to deliver an incredibly urgent message to Yasina, the librarian of Lorelia. Nope. Okay, we can pick up this take to the innkeeper of the Claw of Blades, because that's on my way to Farport. At least I hope it is. I'm pretty sure I remember where Farport is, but I definitely could be wrong. Runkle to the mayor of Stormport. Commander Brooks of the Lost Island, Cardinal Providence. I don't even know where that is. Gale in Monroe Providence now. Stormport's kind of in the exact opposite direction of where I want to go. Stormport is where I started this video at when I got the pawnbroker at. Gale. Southport Lighthouse? No thanks. I'm not quite ready to go to the Isle of Brigale. Gale. I have no idea where Dorngas is. A viscous goo. I don't know where to find viscous goo. You gotta be careful with those ones where they tell you to, like, kill a monster, because certain monsters can be pretty hard to find. I don't know where Calic is. Cave slime? I don't know where to find a cave slime. I would take those, but I have no idea where the City of the Moon is. Actually, I think I do know where the City of the Moon is, but it's very, very far away, and I'm pretty confident I'll die before I get there. I'm, like, extraordinarily confident that I won't survive to get there. I don't know... Golddale? Did I pass by a Golddale? I did pass by a Golddale. I actually know where that is. I'll take that one. Alright, and you can only take 4 jobs at a time. So, I'm going to end this video here after I pop my head into this room just so that we can see it. Empire Liaison. Whatever. You meet a captain of the Empire Army. He has a squashed, puffy face and a huge nose. He looks at you with extreme distrust. I'm Captain Agrod. He pulls out a small hip flask and takes a swig from it. I'm the Empire Liaison to this area. I hope you don't plan on causing trouble. The Empire stuck me out here in the middle of nowhere to look after things and implement their inane policies. Speaking of which, what's your opinion on unicorns? Don't have any romantic ideas about friendly, happy creatures. When we got out here, we found a bunch of them and they're nasty, vicious pests. The Empire told me to hire somebody to get rid of them. So tell you what, every unicorn horn you bring me, I'll give you 10 gold. Just come back and tell me you have the horns. Alright. Let's go with the cause trouble. Look, we all know there are exiles wandering around. If you were near the center of the Empire, this would be a serious problem. But this is the middle of nowhere, and we don't care. Just don't cause trouble, okay? Alright. I'm gonna just finish exploring the rest of this place. But whilst I do that, you guys should totally like my videos, check me out on Facebook, comment and subscribe, and all that jazz. Okay, this guy doesn't buy anything. And he just sells junk. Good for him. What about up here? That's the back entrance. I don't want to go through that. Probably can't, even if I wanted to. This is the Jinx. This is one of the tallest women you've ever seen. She looks down at you with a grinning face as she effortlessly hefts about a huge hammer and tongs. She wears a leather jerkin, and her bare arms are sweaty and muscular. She gives the hammer a spinning toss and catches it. Welcome to my smithy. Call me Jinx. Oh well, what do you think? You can sell me what you've got and purchase weapons in return. Always glad to help a visitor to Crizin. She smiles as if she's in on a joke you don't get. Crizin doesn't get many visitors these days, being as it's about as remote as a large city as you can get. Sometimes we get people from odd places, though. Where are you from? Oh, and be sure to ask me if you want a good meal. I know just where to go. She chuckles at this. Where are you from? Let's ask her about the meal. Well, Huron, who's a very good friend of mine, runs a food shop near here. She rubs a small diamond ring on her finger and giggles. It's strange to see such a huge person giggle. Alright. Wow, she sells junk. I did lose money on identifying all those. Good to know. Oh, and that metal bar is unidentified. Ah, Jesus. Whatever. I'm not going back to that guy right now. I don't care. Plus, I have these jobs to take care of, and the more time I spend dilly-dallying, the worse things will get on the job. I'm already dilly-dallying an awful lot while just trying to explore things. You meet a young, calm woman. She wears long white robes and the ankh of a healer, and somewhat incongruously wears a big axe on her belt. I'm called Terry. I'm the town healer. Well, I mainly act as the town healer. Busy work, plus I maintain the shrine for what it's worth. Healer? I don't actually want healing. Town? I just want to have her talk about things. Busy work? Alright. Shrine, for what it's worth. Well, Crizin has won a small shrine to the healing arts, and I look after it. Nothing compared to what the other cities have. It's more reward than anything else, I'm afraid. Well, Crizin has lots of sailors. They're a superstitious lot, but not the shrine-going type. It's all I can do to keep the dust off everything. Oh, that's a shame. Tick lock. I don't need a seal shard, I don't think. Pick lock. Oh, what's this? Odd, you start to open the fine old mahogany dresser and notice that it has a small rune covered in the drawer handle. Pull the drawer open. Control save. Now we pull the door open. You gently slide the drawer open. You notice two things simultaneously. First, that the drawer is empty, and second, that the rune is glowing, beginning to glow red. The rune immediately explodes. Oh, it exploded done good. You can also tell which of my people had fire resistance rings on, just for the record. The ones who still have 2 digits in their health number. I think I gotta get to the outside of the city to see what's in that room. And this is like the soldier's dining hall. I'm not gonna bother talking to him. This is the inn's common room, a room filled with beds where those with little cash can flop for the night. The unpleasant smell and the insects that run for cover when you enter indicates that perhaps these aren't the highest quality lodgings. True that. Alright. Last up. The food dude. Who I'm not even going to bother with for now. Alright. Last thing here before I leave Krazin and end this video is we got to figure out how to get in this room. Room entered. And just 2 metal bars? Alright. Cool. Alright, so at the beginning of the next video, I'll be doing some delivery work, get myself some money, hopefully buy myself some new crap. Like, favorite, comment, subscribe, check out my Facebook, and I'll be seeing you guys sometime, I think, at least for Exile in like 3 or 4 days. That was not the right button. I tried to end the recording. This should be the right button.